Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JJ the Bearded Bookworm, and today I've got my summer anticipated releases for books. When I kind of sat down to start doing research to figure out what was even coming out in June, July, and August, there's not a lot. I always think because of like the summer blockbuster event, going to movies all throughout summer, because that's when people are out of school, so they have the time to go to more movies and whatnot. I was thinking books would be similar in the fact that school's not in session, so you're able to, go out and get new books. You're spending the time. That's how I spent like most of my summer growing up, was reading books and whatnot. But no, I was actually having a hard time coming up with enough books to even warrant a video. Like, almost just make like a little tiny TikTok of, just be like, hey, here's the books coming out, cool. I need to be clear. These are books that I personally am excited for. There's books coming out every week. Some of them might just be books, later on in a series to where I haven't read them, I'm not caught up, so I'm not necessarily interested in reading book 4 of a series when I haven't read the first 3. But even still, I was going to each publisher that I could think of and looking at their list of what's coming out in June, July, and August, and even then, there's still not a ton. It's almost like fall releases or, even winter. I'm sure it has something to do with, awards season type thing, Hugo's, Pulitzer, all those different types of awards. And so they're timing it to be able to be eligible and be on people's minds for when those awards start coming around for nominations and whatnot. So without further ado, here are the 5 books that are releasing here over the next 3 months that I personally am very excited for. Book number 1 is not a new book by any means, but this new edition that's coming out for this has me very excited, and that is Royal Assassin, Book 2 in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. This is the illustrated edition. Now, I don't have the first book in this trilogy in this edition right now, but I'm planning on getting that this week. But these are the illustrated editions, and recently I'm getting more and more interested in these fun, pretty, these special editions. Especially after getting my Earthsea Complete Illustrated Edition, I see the value in having, I don't want a picture book. I don't want a kid's book where there's a picture on every page or anything like that. But having these occasional pictures do help enhance the story. So Royal Assassin will be available on June 16th, but like I said, you can get that first book in the series right now. And links for everything that I'm talking about are going to be down below. These are Amazon affiliate links, so everything that goes with that, as far as if you buy something from that link, I get a small commission. But trying to make it easy for everybody to be able to find them as easy as possible. Book number 2 is a very weird case. I talked about Kingdom of Liars in my last anticipated releases video, and with everything going on, it got pushed back to June 23rd for a hardback. The official physical copy. However, you can get the Kindle version right now. From what I can see, I haven't actually purchased it myself. I actually want the hardcover edition. This is Nick Martell's debut novel, and it's about a boy who is accused of killing the king's 9-year-old son, and his accuser is his father. And so he kind of grows up with his sister kind of in this criminal underworld, doing schemes and whatnot. Basically, they're able to figure out a scheme to get themselves back into the royal court, and apparently it says memory is the cost for the magic in the story. And so the main character knows that he doesn't have the whole truth, because there's this big, searing white spot whenever he tries to think about what happened. And so part of his, the scheme is try to get back in there and figure out what happened in his past, because he doesn't know. Next up on my anticipated releases list is We Ride the Storm by David Madsen. Now, I believe We Ride the Storm is a book that was previously self-published but was picked up and bought by Orbit Books. Orbit Books be killing the publishing game right now. We Ride the Storm follows 3 main characters as they're trying to navigate as this empire starts to fall apart. Those 3 characters are a princess that is trapped in her own castle that wants to be able to take control of her kingdom, but the path to do so possibly could destroy the kingdom. There's an assassin that has voices in her head and is desperate to try to get those out of her head, and takes a contract with the promise of a cure. And then there's a captain with his warriors that are exiles that now have to fight in a foreign war or die. The tagline that's interesting to me it says, "As an empire dies, 3 warriors will rise. They will have to ride the storm or drown in its blood." So that, combined with how well received this was when it was a self-published book, has me super interested. It releases on June 23rd, and I'm definitely going to be picking this up. So our 4th book comes out on July 21st, and that is Ashes of the Sun by Django Wetzler. This is the start of a new trilogy for this author, and basically what happens is you have 2 siblings, and the daughter got sold to this mysterious, that's called the Twilight Order. So they haven't seen each other since they were young, and they actually end up on opposite sides of this major conflict. 5th and final book on this list is the one that I am most excited for. August could not come soon enough, because this is the next book coming out that I'm just anxiously waiting for. And that is 10 Arrows of Iron by Sam Sykes. This is the sequel to 7 Blades in Black, and I'm really excited to see Saul the Cacophony once again. Apparently in this one, Saul the Cacophony gets roped into a heist by a mysterious patron to steal an incredible power from the famed airship fleet, the 10 Arrows. So I'm calling it now. Saul the Cacophony is going to be a pirate. So there you have it. There's the 5 books that I'm most excited about coming out this summer. What are you excited for? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm JJ, the Bearded Bookworm, and I'll see you next time.